Hi guys, happy, what is it? It's the last Tuesday of July. Tomorrow's July 1st. Breaking up. Am I breaking up? You can hear? Okay. So I'm gonna just rely on your guys' head nods to whether or not you can hear me, and I'm gonna trust this, but I'm so excited for our call because I just spent the last 2 hours basically planning and strategizing. No, I need my charger, babe. Planning and strategizing for an epic July. You guys, we have so much coming and it's going to be really exciting. So it's critical that we have everything in place to have a successful July. Okay. First, before we kick off though, I just have to give it up to you guys. You guys are crushing it. Like, despite all the obstacles, which you guys will learn that Megan says in MBF, like quarantine, all of the, controversial things that are going on, kids being home, people working from home, people being laid off, mental health, all the things. You guys are still showing up for your fitness. You're still showing up for your clients. You're still recruiting. You're still hitting Success Club. Leah's about to become a official 1-star this week, which is so freaking exciting. Stephanie's about to enter into 1-star qualification on Thursday, so she'll hold for 6 weeks. Bailey's working her little tail off to do 1-star. Jen just got back to Diamond. Marianne's locked in Success Club. Like, I could go on and on about how incredible this team is and how hard you guys are working. I just appreciate you. And not just as your leader, but also as your friend, because you keep me accountable, right? You keep me in line, you keep me inspired, you keep me motivated and pushing for things. Like when Jen messaged, she was back to Diamond, I'm like, oh shoot, I have a day and a half to hustle to get Dom back to Diamond so we can start 7-star qualification. I did want to let you guys know a little bit of a change in direction of my thought process as we go through the year. Not that I'm taking this off the table, but I want to think long-term strategy that is smart. I'm going to be shifting gears a little bit for our 15-star plan because I think it's really important for us to work smart and not hard. And just being 100% honest, I don't have 3 other diamonds on that side, and I'm personally not willing to build 3 people over there because I have such a strong leg. That would be a dumb thing for my family. Yes, 15-star means this huge bonus and we could take this epic trip whenever they let us take trips again. But I don't know if that's long-term. So it would be smarter for me to, help everyone in my first business center. We can absolutely get to 9-star without having to build on that other line, and then go 5-star in my second CBC, which is where Lanita, Stephanie, Lindsay are all at. So that's my plan after talking with corporate. I just wanted to tell you guys that. It just makes sense, right? With that said, I want you guys to be thinking of what's your 2-star plan? What does that look like? How do you get there? How can we link arms? Because Diamond is ranked, 2-star is bank. And at the end of the day, I want you guys earning an income because you're all on this call to earn an income, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not, you guys shouldn't feel guilty for wanting to earn an income, for wanting to be able to create financial security for your family, whether it be pay off debt or get financial freedom or gain your own independence financially, or be able to take extra trips or save for Christmas. I don't care what it is. I want to help you get there. Okay. That's my job as your coach. So we have so much coming, you guys, and somebody left the water on. It's like that thing in Home Alone, the wet bandits. The water's just running and running and running. Okay, so I hope you guys have a pen and paper, or you will be able to go back and ask somebody or take notes and do this later. So we have a lot in July, you guys. So July 7th, we have our MBF coach test group. Here's my thoughts. You guys can give me pushback. You don't have to do what I do. This is my thought process though. We all order July 7th. You order that morning during launch. You do your first workout that day. We start our coach test group with our existing team that day, and we go all the way to July 27th, because by the time you have customer launch, you're already gonna have your own personal results to start sharing. Okay, so we're not waiting until after summit, which was my initial thought, because I was like, oh, we have a busy week. I don't want to do that. I think we need to do this. I think it, for strategically and business wise, it's going to be a smart decision for us to jump in. You won't have your bod ropes right away. That's okay. Some of the people in the test group didn't even have them until the very end. So despite all the obstacles, you're going to figure out a way to get it done. You're going to get results. Okay. So, so just double the workouts for summit stuff. So if there's something that, like, yeah, I would say you can modify that week, because that's where I'm kind of conflicting, is that we do have those special workouts that are done. So that's completely up to you. You might just have an extended extra week, or if you feel like you can do a double workout. I know Megan has a workout that one day. That Saturday, we probably would just do the super weekend workout. I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to you to make your own discretion. Because it could be like the first week is, you know, that second week is kind of like, just like, a dummy week, if you will. But that's my thoughts on it. Okay. I need you guys to blow up the chat right now, and like raise your hands. Who wants to make a minimum of $350 next month? Who could benefit from bringing in $350? I'm going to move this. Leah's got her hand up. Stephanie, Jen, Bailey, everyone wants to, right? Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. You're going to go out and you're going to bring 5 people on as new coaches. New coaches are going to join you for this MBF test group so that they can be a part of it. 5 coaches in 5 weeks, you get a $100 bonus. 5 new coaches at times 5. Do the math for me. It's 250, right? 5 times 50 is 250. So that's $350 based on just getting clients set up. You are locked in for Success Club. So here's how you're going to market that. You're going to reach out and you're going to say, hey, Leah, I'm loving you in my accountability group. I think you are freaking kicking butt. I'm looking for test group participants. And you were the first person that I thought of, and I'd love for you to join me in this. There will be a little bit of an investment in your part, but you're basically going to be one of the faces. You know, I have only 5 spots for these people, and you're going to be one of those people. You're going to take a before and after picture. You're going to take your measurements. You're going to stick to nutrition as much as possible, right? You're going to get results. And I am in that, how, if you guys get those 5, like, all put together, I'll put $100 gift card out there, you guys, and between all of us, we'll raffle it off, or we'll do like best results or something like that. Let me work out the details on that, but I'm willing to put that money out there. Bring on 5 people, they'll be included in that. Okay. So please commit, and then go share that with your coaches. Let's all commit to earning that extra that $350, bringing on 5 coaches. They're going to get that $100 bonus. And so that's how I would be marketing it, is I have spots for 5 people only. And I don't want you just saying it in your stories or posting online. I want you in people's inboxes. Okay. All your customers who are not coaches, they need to be converting. All your best friends that you've been too afraid to ask because they know what you do, but you guys know closed mouth don't get fed. Like, yes. Okay. That's what you need to do. If you haven't done the sample workout, you need to do that, and you need to showcase that. Film 1 to 2 moves, talk about how you feel, talk about that every day leading up to this launch. Okay. Even if you're just recycling the content that you use, people need to know. Okay. I want you talking to people, but I don't want you talking for like 10 hours on your stories. Have a good mixture of pictures and graphics and invites and polls and all the things. Okay. I want you working so intentional this week leading up to this launch, because it could be the very thing that changes your business. I was on a mastermind today, And we were talking about how when we get in front of these launches, like it literally transforms our business. You guys know Ashley McKellen, who I work really closely with. Her and Kate Schultz were just saying like each time that there's a launch that they star, diamond, rank, advance. Like they build their business during launches. So ask yourself, why not me? Why can't I make that $350? You absolutely can. You might be afraid to do it because you're uncomfortable, because there's uncertainty, but I promise you, you absolutely can, okay? So I also had another idea, you guys. So each week, starting this week, you would highlight every day a different transformation. It could be from our team. It could be from the Beachbody back office. And this is going to go in your stories. This is going to go on your Facebook. And this is going to go in your accountability groups. Okay, so 3 different points people are going to see this transformation. And you can pick and choose if you do one every single day of the week, or if you do it like every other day, whatever that looks like to you. Okay, so week 1 is transformation week. So your transformation, teammates' transformation, the transformation that you saw that you were like, I need to get joined in this business, somebody from the back office, I don't care, transformations. Week 2, we're going to be focusing on summit stories. So I know a lot of you guys haven't been to summit. So on that, I would say a spin on it would be team culture. Why are you a part of this team? And you're throughout the week in your stories, in your challenge groups, and on your page, you're going to be sprinkling stories about what you love about being our team, what it was like the first time you ever went to your first summit, or you got to actually meet the people who you were only connecting with virtually. You know, how did it change your expectations? Like all those things, right? Like the first time I ever went to Summit, I met Mindy for the first time. And I think I've told Leah this story, but I actually was like, my feelings were hurt. Like I thought she was going to be way cooler in person. And then she just was like a party girl, and I was pregnant. So like, obviously I wasn't out partying, but like, I was like, I seen her for like 10 minutes. And I envisioned all this time where I drove 14 hours to spend all this time with my coach. But I made a decision that day that I wasn't going to let that define me. I just knew what it was going to be like when I met my coaches. Her and I can talk about that now because, you know, we're close. But that first interaction with your team, it should always be important, right? Or, you know, there's people that literally like, I just met Lindsay for the first time, and I feel like I've known her forever. So I could tell that story, right? Or, you know, we just had that river day, or we had the beach day, or, you know, when Leah hit diamond and we went to lunch, just me, her, and Jenna. There's all kinds of different stories that you can weave into those. And so that's week 2, summit stories, team culture. Okay. Week 3, I want you guys to get really uncomfortable, and I want you to talk about income. So whether you've only made $100, you know, you've only made $14, or you've made $1,400. I want to hear about it. And I want you to sprinkle in how this has helped you. Has it helped pay doctor's bills? I remember a post from Leah where she was like, I can pay for, I think it was like Cody's counseling, right? His extra care. It was like, wasn't an extra stress for her that week or that month. I remember when I first got started, like when I first could pay my car payment, I was like, holy smokes, I just paid my car payment, and that didn't come out of our like regular income, right? Whether it's taking a trip to Target or being able to cover groceries. I've heard Marianne talk about that in her stories, being able to do those things. So all through week 3, you're going to be sprinkling Beachbody's paid my credit card off this year. That's amazing, right? But people aren't going to know unless you tell them. And I understand that talking about money is uncomfortable, but I don't want you to be uncomfortable about it. If you need to do some limiting belief work around that, absolutely do it. Go on, find podcasts, look for, you know, studies, things like that. But we have to be talking about income, or otherwise people are going to join us and be like, you actually have to work? Oh, I thought this was like Girl Scouts. No, we work. Okay, and then week 4, we're going back to transformations. And that week, we're going to be doing all the highlights from the people from our coach test group, right? Because we'll have all those testimonies. We'll have everyone to show those things. So guys, this is going to keep you accountable. This is giving you a solid action plan of what to look like. So I don't want you to say, well, I'm just stuck. Nope, not doing that. You have the framework. Now go out and do the work. You can switch it and change it. I'm just giving you an outline of what that looks like. We are going to have team calls every week. I wasn't going to do a team call the week of Summit, but I want to do like a little celebration. So we are going to do that. So if you guys want to come in your red outfits and bring champagne or bubbly water or apple cider, I don't care. Let's get together. Let's get dressed up. Let's do it. I'll have all the details in the team page. And then I am hosting a team meetup. So for those of you guys that are local and can make it, from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the 18th, which is a Saturday, I will have your Summit tank tops here. We'll do a live workout. We'll take some pictures. I'll do a breakfast, like a shake and breakfast bar, and we'll do a workout. Breakfast will be after we work out, and then we can watch the first live session, which is at 11 that day. If you can stay, if not, you can go. But everyone will be out of here by noon. Okay. Leah's offering her car too. So I know Steph's bringing a couple girls with her. Christy from her team, who kind of does some freelance, or she used to do some freelance photography, has already offered to take our pictures. So that'll be really fun. And I said for bottoms, we could do white, black, or gray. Since the shirts, the tank tops are gold or purple, they'll be purple, gold, and white, and they'll say "Better Together," our team name on the back. Okay. And then like Summit 2020, something like that. Marianne, tickets, I was just thinking about you. Tickets on Southwest are like $39. Just saying. Okay. Next thing is, make sure that you download the Summit app so you know what's going on that week. It's not like I was like, crap, how are we going to navigate all this? Because if you've been to Summit, you're like, boom, boom, boom. Like there's no time in between. The workouts are going up on BOD, so you can do them at your own time. And then, so it'd be cool for local people, if you can, get together for those and like highlight, you know? And then there's only like 1 or 2 trainings every day. I think Saturday there's 2 trainings, which is one is like the opening session and then the closing celebrations, which I really wish we were all going to be doing that together, but I understand it's hard to get away from family. But at least we'll be able to be together that Saturday morning. Okay. Kids, I will not have my kids here. And I know a lot of mamas are leaving their kids behind. I don't want that to be the reason why you do not come. So if you have to bring your kids, maybe I can find a local teenager who I can pay a little bit of money. The kids just to play. I don't know. We'll throw Beachbody Monopoly and beach bars at them or something. We have a park right up the street from my house. But please don't let that be the reason that you don't come if you want to come, because my house is kid friendly. Okay. They can totally hang out in Jenna's room. It's already a disaster. What else? Okay. So if you do want a Summit tank and you haven't Venmo'd me, it's $20. I've already ordered all the tanks, so the orders are in for everyone who told me that they wanted them. I might have 1 or 2 extra mediums since I had done a big bulk order of those already, but the rest I ordered on Amazon and they should be here this week. My girl is gone until the 4th or 5th, the 5th. So I'm hopefully going to get her everything by the 6th, and then we'll get them back we'll get them back before. So that'll be fun. And then we have the Bevy line launch, which is that they talked to us about that on Super Weekend, and that is 7/13. Guys, I don't know a lot about the product. All I know is it says that if it's drink consistently, it helps with weight loss. I'm assuming it's something similar to what Arabon has, their fizz sticks. I don't know though. There is going to be a training on the 2nd, so this Thursday, in the champions page that you can catch on that. And as info comes, I will definitely let you guys know. We also, I know a lot of you guys were on the call with Megan the other night for Diesel Nation, but as Elite team, we also get our own team call. So that is this Thursday, and it's at 7:15. I opted for our own this time because 5:30 is really hard for a lot of West Coast people to make. So please share it with your teams and your customers. Okay, let's get people excited about this. And then I wanted to talk to you guys about 2 things. So one is I'd like to do a coach sneak peek. I'd love to try and see if we could schedule one every single week during the week during the month of July, see how it works. And here's what it would look like. Say Leah and Jen got on a call, right? I'm going to kick the call off always, and I will always close the call. But you guys are going to, talk about what brought you to this opportunity. And then one person will talk about a physical transformation / health transformation, and the other person will talk about how either the community and team has helped them or how this has helped them financially. And why I want to do this is so that you have a recording, and we're going to keep these to no longer than 40 minutes, but so that you have a recording so that when somebody says, I'm interested, can you tell me more? You can say, yeah, I actually did a call with a couple girls from my team. Here it is. And you have that, and it's you, and it's not Christina Delgado or Monica Lopez. It's our team, right? And then the other thing is I'd like to do a free group, and we can decide what that looks like, whether it's like a nutrition-based free group or something else. But to get people interested as we go into, I haven't done a free group in a really long time, and I just think that they're so effective in getting engagement, whether it's a water challenge or a crock pot challenge, or, 7 easy summer salads, or 7 easy summer side dishes, or 7 days of fitness and nutrition for free, like whatever that looks like. And we can do some sort of fun raffle, like a shaker cup with a cool sticker. What I'm personally going to be doing is any new coaches who enroll with me, I found a little Etsy shop that has even cheaper than that, Bailey, even cheaper than that. I found a little Etsy shop that has it's like a heart, a flame, and a dumbbell decal. And so since we're going into MBF, muscle burns fat, I was thinking that would be a super cute decal. So it's not only tailored to this program. Or the other one that I saw was, I think it was like rainbow gold or something. It was really cute. It was like a rainbow, and then it said like liquid gold or something. I don't know, something really cute. But that's what I'm going to offer to all my new people who sign up, with 2 sticks of Energize, because I forgot to take my stuff off HD, and I have an abundance of mixed berry in the packets. And then I've got to get better at this, but just a handwritten note and welcoming them to the team. So that's my plan of getting people to join me this month. I know the MBF challenge pack is going to be $160 because it's the $20 off. And then the completion pack is going to be the $130. Just keep in mind, when they sign up now, they get so much more value. So every single person, regardless of whether or not they want to do MBF or not, you have to get with that so that they get the both the nutrition plans. And if you're unclear on what that, please take some time to get familiarized in the product toolkit that we have put together for Desalination. There's also, you guys, somebody went through and literally, I don't know if Paulina did this because it was floating around the round table, but literally, I'll forward it to you guys after this, but it's not all of them, but there's so many testimonies from the coach test group, and it's our transformation pictures and stuff we said. So you could literally copy it and post it, but I would lead into it, be like, this is a transformation straight out of the test group. Here's what they said, and share it, right? So I think that's all I have for you guys. What questions do you have? You have 1 hour to lock in Success Club for those of you stragglers. And I'm just going to say this, guys, stop waiting till the last minute. Stop thinking you're working because you're scrolling and watching other people's stories. I know that sounds really bitchy and probably super harsh, but you're on this call because you want to work, and it's my job to help you make money. And I'm so over watching you guys be stressed out at the end of the month because you didn't do the work in the beginning of the month. Like, I've seen Jen DaCosta put her head down so much harder in these last 2 months than I have in 2 years. And she's simply just making a decision. And that's all it is, right? So you have to show up even during the hard seasons. You have to show up when shit's hitting the fan at home. You have to show up in those things if it's important to you. If it's not, you can totally tell me to F off. And I'm okay with that. And I will always, you guys know me, I will never kick you out of the team page. I did do some booting out of that other group, just because I felt like it was more of a distraction to other people. And to be perfectly honest, I got tired of people just sitting there watching us do all the work when they say they want to work and then they don't do anything. So I had to clear out some of that. But I'm tired of watching you guys struggle when I know what's available to you if you simply draw a line in the sand and just get busy working and being intentional, because you can absolutely build this business in an hour to 2 a day by being intentional. And that goes with sending out new invites, that goes with responding, that goes to expanding your network. That doesn't mean just posting up some stuff on Instagram, showing your shake, showing your food, showing your workout, you know, sharing some stuff that Marco made for you. It's doing the nitty gritty and saying, I don't even care if you use that message that I'm using, like Jen's using it, right? And she's freaking getting people messaging her and she's having conversations. And even if, you know how many times I've had people say, right now is the craziest time, but maybe in the future, perfect. Now I have a list of 25 people to follow up with next month, right? Because I'm going to keep inviting those people. But it's so simple, it's stupid. So if it means that you spend all of August going through A through Z in your social media platforms, then do that. But results happen by action, not by you just being motivated and inspired by what other people are and being other people's cheerleaders. I want you guys to cheer for each other. I want you to be excited for each other's successes, but I want you to get excited about your own. I want you to get excited about earning income. I want you excited about earning those Success Club trips. You guys, most of you on this call have earned your trip next year. Guess who's paying money next quarter? Those of you who didn't hit Success Club. And that's on you. Okay? So if you're watching this in the replay, I'm talking to you too. And again, I don't mean to be super bitchy. It pains me because I know when you're making that quarterly payment, it's either putting you further in debt or it's taking money away from your family that you really don't have. Or if you do have it, congratulations, you can make more. This life is abundant. If you want something, go out and get it. And if you haven't sat down in a while and thought about, what do I want in the next 2 years? What do I want in the next 4 years? What do I want in the next 6 years? You guys, in 6 years, 5 years, I'm gonna be in Jen's spot. My son's gonna be graduating high school in 5 years. Like, that is mind-blowing to me. So that means in the next 3 years, we're gonna be adding another kid to insurance. We're gonna be hopefully helping him buy, his first car. I think about my vision and what I want our forever home to look like. What does our view look like? Who's the designer of the furniture that's in my house? What types of dishes do I have up in my cupboard? Right? All of those things, down to the organization of my closet, what foods are filling my fridge, what brand refrigerator I have, because last December, my refrigerator went out, and my beautiful stainless steel with water refrigerator, I didn't replace that. I went and got a white one, and I hate it, and it doesn't have a water dispenser. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to go buy a new refrigerator soon. Like, I'm done with this small ass refrigerator with no freaking ice dispenser. Like, I'm done. I'm going to go buy it because we deserve that, right? And we can afford those things. But I've been putting this limiting mindset around money. So maybe you are too. And I don't want you to limit yourself. I want you to dream really freaking big, because there's no difference in you than there is in Lindsay Matway, right? Lindsay Matway, who is the top earning coach in this entire company, was a broke bartender who was taking like risky photos to earn extra income, met her husband 3 months later, ended up pregnant, was like $100,000 and something in debt, had a premature baby who they told was going to have, I think she was going to have like cerebral palsy, but she doesn't, thank God. But like, they had all these medical issues. Then they had even more debt. She had an alcoholic mother, an alcoholic father, lost her brother at a very young age. I think he was like 18 years old. All the cards were stacked against her. There were so many reasons why she shouldn't have been successful in this business. And now she's the top earner in all of Beachbody. She's not the top coach, she's the top earner. So that, again, goes to show you, rank doesn't mean everything. I mean, she is a 15-star diamond in multiple business centers, but still, you know what I mean? Like, Think of Amy Silverman. She was an alcoholic. She was working at bars in San Francisco, which is literally, we could throw a rock and it's there, right? So it's in our backyard, bussing tables, didn't really want to have kids, like kind of was a little bit of a gypsy, spent her last $10 on fish and chips and was like, you know what, this isn't the life that I want, and is now a 7-figure earner. Think about Christina Delgado, who had the picture perfect American dream life, right? Her parents came over from Cuba. They taught her and Becky the importance of hard work at a very young age. She told her sister no. Her first customer returned their bag of Shakeology, right? So that put her in Success Club negative. But she went to an event, which now would be, you know, one of these, and she listened to someone's story, and she learned that she, you know, she could make extra money in this business. She told a story this weekend about talking about how she sat at it. It was her first leadership. She was like a 2-star, and she sat down at a table with Scotty Hobbs. And if you guys have been with me for a while, you know my story with Scotty Hobbs. I love Scotty. But she sat down at a table with Scotty Hobbs and he was like, so how much money are you making in the business? And she was like, that's like a super forward question. That's like really uncomfortable. Why would you ask that? And she was like $200 a week. And he was like, okay, well, we've paid off our mortgage. We're 100% debt free. And like Scotty Hobbs was someone who was sleeping in his car on his lunch breaks because he was working 3 jobs and his wife was working 2 jobs so that they could support their children. And he built this business, and now they have complete financial freedom. No extra jobs, no sleeping in cars. Like, he was the person that I sat at this table and would share with my family, like, okay, we have to listen to this because this guy's going to tell us how I'm going to be able to quit my job. And that's what we do, right? Like, you look and see what other people have done. And maybe it's not my story that inspires you. Maybe it's another coach. But go figure out what lights your fire and what brings you to life and what's going to give your family security, because your security could look much different than mine, right? We all have different needs and desires. I think I'm pretty simple. I don't need a Lexus. I don't need a BMW. I don't need all those things. But owning my own home 100% debt free, that's my dream. Being able to send my kids to college if that's what they choose, or help them go to a trade school when they're done with school, or be able to travel wherever they are without checking the bank account or even questioning whether or not I can book a flight or having to put it on a credit card. That's what I want to do. Being able to buy my dad a little home, even if it's a condo, that's what I want to do, right? Those are the desires I want to be able to do. I want to be able to go to third world countries and help build little communities and huts. I want to be able to serve and give back more in my church. I want to be able to take you guys on amazing retreats where I don't have to say, okay, everyone's budget's $250, right? I want to be able to just give. And I know that Diesel Nation, that's just how they do things. But in my servant heart, I don't want to have to charge for those types of things. But it does require me working at a different level. So I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself too. We all have to work intentionally because we don't have to work harder, right? We don't have to work harder. We just have to be more intentional about our time and the things that we want. Because guess what? I'm home with my kids. I'm present with my kids. And I have very good financial income with this opportunity that's afforded me to be able to do that. And I want that for you guys too. When Stephanie earned that first $1,000 month, do you know how freaking happy that made me? Do you know how happy that made my heart? That's a big freaking deal. To know that she's contributing to her family's income. To know that Bailey texts me, if I was to get laid off, I think we'd be okay financially because of Beachbody. Like, we wouldn't be living large, but like, we'd be comfortable. That like warms my heart. That makes me so happy, right? So you have to just get really freaking clear on what you want and then show up every day, not just when you feel like it, not when it's just convenient. Again, I could go on and on and on and preach to you guys all night about this. You guys know I'm in this with you. You're never going to have to run this race alone. I might have to Google the facts because 99% of the time when you guys send me questions, guess where I'm at? Google, best friend, how I built this business. I don't know everything. But we're growing together, and I'm really stinking proud of you. I just want you guys to be reaping the other rewards that this opportunity offers around the financial aspect, because that's when it becomes a really big game changer. Like Heather being able to write a freaking check for her daughter's rent the past 2 months, that's insane. That's everything. I love that, right? Leah, seeing Leah in the freaking trenches for the past 3 years. And again, we got to work more intentionally, but knowing that she freaking is going 1-star this week and is earning NLC makes my heart just freaking explode. Like literally can't be happier. Katrina having financial freedom, ultimate financial freedom, paid off her car, paid off the truck, paid off the boat, paid off the house, like no debt. That's financial freedom, you guys, because this opportunity. And one day you're going to be hosting your own team call talking about how you went from making, you know, $500 to $1,500 a month, and then all of a sudden it was $1,500 a week, and then it was $1,500 a day. Like, that's what's possible. I know it seems really ridiculous to think that people are earning $60,000 a week in this business, but they are. Like, that's insane to me. That's like, what do you even do with that? You go buy houses in the Keys. That's what you do. But you get what I'm trying to say. We have an epic launch in front of us. You just have to make a decision on how you show up for it. And I hope that you'll choose to go all in and see what you're capable of and make July the best freaking month you've ever had. Okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'm so excited to link arms with you guys. Remember all the things. If you have questions, please reach out. But bring on 5 people, earn that extra $350, share that with your team. You have week 1 through 4 of all the things to do. Summit week, all the things. All right, guys. Love you.